Hey there, Sierra loves dogs, and guess what? I went to Mexico again. I know, it's my second trip of the year. I can't believe it either. But this was a little bit different because I went to Cabo San Lucas this time with my boyfriend, Nick. Last month, I went to Puerto Vallarta with my two daughters, so obviously different vibe to the whole thing. This is my second attempt at a video log. I had so much fun making the last one, and you seem to enjoy it too, so thought I would do another round and let me know what you think. Enjoy! We are on our way to Mexico. So Nick is getting his boarding pass reprinted because he threw them away when we went through TSA because he's not used to having boarding passes, so he had to throw his away.
That's why you do them on your phones. You don't do paper tickets anymore.
What is your opinion on the disabled stalls in public restrooms? So if they're available and nobody's using them, can you go in them, or should you keep them free at all time in case somebody needs them?
Free at all times.
Nick gets the random pat down at TSA in the USA. He gets the random agriculture check. We had a chance to walk around the hotel before our room was ready. Look at this view and all the fun things you can do. We headed down to the ocean bar where whale watching was in full effect. Check this out. It was so exciting for me to see my first whale. I thought everybody was cheering for the whales, but there was actually a volleyball game going on. Next, we headed into our room. It was finally open. The sprinklers were on right outside our door, but we had a gorgeous view of the ocean and everything was so green. I decided to prep for the rest of our trip, and so did Nick. We headed down to the ocean just after sunset, and then I had one more stop on our hotel tour, and that was the hotel gym. You know it, I always have to check it out the first night we're there so I know what kind of workout I'm doing the next day. Okay, tour done, let's go check out downtown. We checked out a few restaurants and bars. Most of the restaurants offered some kind of drink or dessert featuring tableside fire service, so it was always fun to watch whenever that was ordered. After an early morning workout, we toured the Grand Sol Mar, which wasn't a timeshare for us, but it was still fun to see the beautiful resort. And then we headed down to the marina. Look, I got to make a couple of cute new friends, a bunny and iguana. With gorgeous ocean views and awesome tequila selection, the office is really world-renowned. We settled in for a fun afternoon of people watching and tasting tequilas. They had owl visitors from a local wildlife rescue operation. I wish I could remember the name of it. Why do they not like George Clooney's tequila? Wait,
Because it's a celebrity tequila.
what is the rock tequila?
Terramana.
Do we like that one?
No.
Why don't we like it?
I like it. They don't like it because it's
He
a
doesn't like
celebrity.
it. Wait, is Casamigos? Dude, you just totally turned salsa on the grill. Soup ever.
Uno o dos. Uno para ella, uno para los dos.
I love it. The soup is the best. Okay, so we're here at the office. It's actually called the office. What have we had to drink since we've been here?
Margarita.
Okay.
Casamigos. Damiana. Another Casamigos.
Oh, there's one more.
This one, a couple times. We bought a bottle.
Yeah. How long have you been here? Like 2 hours? What time is it right now, Nick?
6 o'clock.
Más o menos. The stage at Mango Deck looked like so much fun that I got up there too. Look, that's me in the hat up on the stage. Nick just drank my tequila. He just drank my tequila. He stole my tequila. He poured my tequila into his tequila. We left the marina and headed past the famous Cabo Arch, and of course had to take our photo in front of it. And then it was off to try and find some whales. I thought it was really cute that they played the Mission Impossible music while we were searching for them. It didn't take too long before we saw water spouting in the distance, and so our captain quickly maneuvered the boat that direction, and in no time at all we were beside a grouping of a mom, a baby, and what they called an escort.
Entire body out of the water, and they most of the time spins like 180 degrees, like now. Thank you. Por sentido común. Ahí va la mamá, that's the mother! Hola mamá! They speak Spanish.
Yeah, sure.
He's swimming on this direction now, the baby! Exactly.
Oh, he's waving.
It was truly amazing to get so close to these majestic animals. One of my favorite parts of the tour was when they put a microphone in the ocean and we could hear the whales talking to each other. It was so awe-inspiring and peaceful to spend time on the water with the whales, and after a few hours we headed back to the marina and back to our hotel, where guess what? The sprinklers were still on. I think they were on the entire time we were there. We hung out by the pool for a little bit in the afternoon, and then it was off to Nixon for dinner. Nick loved this place. He even bought the hat and welcomes you to visit.
Bienvenidos. Welcome. Bienvenidos a Nixon.
Okay, quick photo shoot. Look at this background. And now it's off to the club. First stop was Mandala, which was the Happenin' Club in Puerto Vallarta, but not so much here. Then we stopped by La Vaquita. Again, not happening here. Where it was really going down was El Squid Row, with 3 levels of places to dance and music that was super fun. This is where we ended up spending most of the night.
We're on our way to yoga. We're going to yoga.
We started our day with yoga by the beach. It was wonderful. And then we headed up to Baja Point for another timeshare presentation and a view of Cabo. Don't worry, we didn't buy this one either. Shortly into our horseback ride, we saw a little ear sticking out, and it was a family of wild mules. I thought they were the cutest ever. Just over this bank, and look, there's the ocean. Okay, ignore my hat, it's giving me a little bit of trouble here, but it was so cool to be the only ones on the beach. It was completely deserted except for us and the 3 horses. Look at this view, it's incredible. Once again, my horse Rambo wanted to be at the end of the line, so I was behind everyone, which was fine. It wasn't booked as a private event, but we were the only ones that showed up for our tour time, so it was just me, Nick, and our tour guide on the beach. We even got to gallop. I mean, here's proof. Look how fast we're going.
My hat.
For our final dinner, we headed to Edith's. Remember that I mentioned every restaurant likes to do some kind of fire service? Well, we ordered Bananas Foster and we're not disappointed. With Nick wearing his new Nixon hat, we checked out the Clase Azul gift shop in the airport where they have some specialty bottles.
What was your favorite part of our trip to Mexico?
Oh, you like it up here now, I can't wait for the answer.
My favorite part was the whale watching. You could see the whales from our window, and going on the boat was amazing.
My favorite part was the horseback riding. It was nice and relaxing and quiet, and a good end to the week.
So that was our trip to Cabo San Lucas. What did you think? Are you planning a trip to Cabo, or does this make you want to go? Or maybe you don't want to go after seeing that. Let me know in the comments. If you want to check out my trip to Puerto Vallarta with my 2 daughters last month, I'll post the link here so you can click and watch that video next. I'm still fairly new to YouTube. This is only my 2nd vlog. So if you like this content, I would love for you to consider subscribing or giving me a thumbs up. They're both free and it means so much to get that feedback from you. So I really would appreciate it. Most of my content so far has been about home sorting and getting organized. I really have a challenge with organization. So that's what most of the focus has been about, but I've really enjoyed these videos on travel as well. So I'm gonna try and sneak those in when I can. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, I did it again. I don't know why. Maybe that'll be my thing.